in the days ahead, near Bejim Renafe, Yetimia Dean Como and see how a new Mabesi Akoba, and then no, Yenimsa Transition Committee, National Majuma Asie. So far, then about.
Oh, sir, and I'm say, Omampeni Akufa, and Omampeni Mahama. Omudie, transition.
Yes.
Sir, I'm Remono, I was say, Yenya, Nipesui, Abino, Afa. Na yenye ni person free o mampini ya to abama no nasa ntam say the say listen be tu ga mo bi ehu ntina ho akohia say sa eye committee no ana say team no teams bi no nyina betena se no ma share adwuma se nti eye amampani mienu no e de adwuma no be share yensa say yenye omutu yefo
Sempa FM
say yemfa enidie kwan so no obuo kwan so enye adwuma sa be pe ne ye no na wo share Presidential Transition Act 2012 na I say, I was say, ya pow, a cool, Marco Yensa. I know a statutory, I won't share ye. The Decano, a inauguration committee, because old William said 7 January.
Yes.
I was say, on my penny mammoth, you didn't take on Yasso.
Yes.
It's a notion of Yabuja. I'm a different naba. I don't know to know a baby make a client on the China. Until when you say, ya committee. About planning and as a better, you begin to share. As I say, nay, Nipper will be surgeon. Amampenia who do be fair on nearby. And who bam wants to say, no, I see ye. A post for, a staff for, ambulance for, fire service for, any other state organizations that can be. It's now when you are saying the menu and your shaft because I went one a Dawson. If that committee was inaugurated. If anything, Honorable Fiscal
Okay.
and the General Secretary, and the agent.
Okay.
And he has 5 other members. And now, you know, getting a year, the affair of government machinery subcommittee. And no, ye, a qua, or Medumana say, a buying you a cool na and some a year handle over notes. And ye Japadia, and the Aka can want a bit about for an insano, or Meshama and Saka. Into the entire government machinery, ministries, departments, and agencies. I mean, I say, and Saka, a year handle over notes no. The move from the Naka Cribia, as a by the association himself, China, and I did change Sabeka. And at the third committee, I know a presidency committee. I don't know you qua, share or Mampeni, as ye, Mampenia be the chain, as ye, ministers, deputy ministers, regional ministers, and other allied organizations, almost all Mampeni, as a national. Eye Japadia any Nkata Simbia as a bit deep about for Nesano. As almost na Yensaka. It's almost so I say Jumasi. Menoka say, Omo ye Juma. Ye be na a coba say a yes yada eba elchina and a panundu. Yabayashi mua a tossumi. Na is a for war no Yaka. Nemono a yenshi munase and a better just say in the ye be a cosso. Ewa banya see a yahudwa. Emuya William Kakra
FM.
The Asian say Yatu Aberia, Obi and Wuse, a young man, Pinama, Lady Kuman, Samanoko, and Lady Kuman. And when you say, in the Titu be a Becoso, that was our brave woman. A man Penia Yatu Abamano, and name pound for no mere mano, or Masoti. Said a bear, so more ya who bois about Bemois, or Mehu, Crown Becaso, Ayano. Menoka say, there's what I no pay, a young man Penny Mama, when ya. The bonifant security briefing.
Yes.
A year bambo in penny for no. O mama na swat the air coso gun and ne, a fire bambo, and that's what I need to see. If this abria copper bra, or by ye, you have a second national, a year a buy moon penny for a bambosono, they be our money briefing. It is a year bambo someone pen baby, no crying, you must say this year. The Yama or man penny ne chita ne pamphlet as what ya. I didn't see the banisika someone to year any nipa year from a dream, any year be a cost while buying as we are Yahoo. I know the DC near the Sumasi. It has a minoka, as I said. Uko baby to say GRE, Cocoa Board, Bank of Ghana, and the Akeka one. Yeah, funny Padona, a dream and family council. But look at the GRE in CIA and say Nipa Bebo, a handsome 700. And a year from a dream. Omon fines to say Papa Beer mu answer ye be do sabri. In say a year recruitment process. Normally it will start with an application. Say the panel declare say ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ adwuma ɛwɔ ɛbea hɔ no ebi mai yɛ nyɔm interviews yɛ nyɔm ntena ase ɛnhwɛ ɔmo nkrataa mu ɛntoto ɔmo ano ɛhwɛ sɛ adwuma no ɔmɛtumi ayɛ ɛyɛ medicals sɛ ɔmo kwame ahwɛ sɛ ɔmo apɔmuden koraa biribi atotɔ yie ansa na yɛafɔ mo adwuma mu no so ɛno koraa yɛnyɛ nanso yɛ issue backdated letters yɛ mo letter date ɛwɔ so no yɛatwea kɔ akyire amana kɔyɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ nnɛ anaasɛ ɔkyerɛ no yɛfɔ mo adwuma mu nti wei ade ɛha adwene bebree nti ɛnora yɛrezi wɔ ɛyɛ transition committee meeting ase sɛ ɛne yɛ ɛte saa no ntwa yie because wɔbɛka yɛ a wobi ɛyɛ December 2016 Mr. Osafo no ye omampenya na musini wo eye transit team no so no. Ocho letter koma honorable Julius Zebra. That no chief of staff. Se osusu se eye anamontuo titiru biara aban da ne betu no. E wo se oje efensen tumi e free aban foforo na e fa no betumi aye. In fact, kasa okan no o say there must be explicit consent. So oje tumi I muda ho fine e free about for na eba no ansa no waye me gidi se we no eto asomu ne sense ne se nipa ye from eduo no nyina no mani aba for na eba no be ye adwuma o market ye nyina ya ban na eba no ne betia e na bebi o meye adwuma ne be adwuma beto kra na ya ban na e se o hwe se kwa ha na se kwa ha enti se mo ko fa nipa se sa no na se aban no a e ba konya so no nim ho hwe a e be ye o ha o kese de aban me ka se kra ye nyina nim se o man sika sem so nyina yi. If the answer now, we will commit the incoming government to any expenditure, any fiscal measure. No, I was say otibi, and I say so who will be now. Ojitu muzampa, I will see a answer here. I don't answer obi. Ya start to say we call baby to say cocoa board. ECG near the idea. There are payments being made that where a significant payment, yes, salary of employees. I know they say a statutory payment. I know you want to need. I know a family council. But there are payments in respect of supposed contracts, supplies, services. It cannot work through. For instance, I think the UCGC, there's a payment of 259 million Ghana cedis. Yeah, ma, edumekubia. And won't you see no a new pay? And say, who couldn't a bonny pay, yes, but you moon now. And yes, the papa moi. I was say, Omunya or Chahum. Now, I'm dealing in no bad time transition committee because transition team, no, they will be calling various CEOs, any ministers, to offer briefings in their sectors. And no, Majumaku said they be doing their course. In some part, they can say, okay, yeah, the Jumaku A, be as empire from Yadoka say, first, I don't have Yadoka say, join from Yadoka say, I will see it here. This is the justification. Then the transition team, at least the side of President Mama, ya to Obama no. And like I say, Muntia and as a more general, so nearby, ya beshe.
But what if Felix, what if a bit of a problem? Yeah, what if the agreement between ECG and that third party, it be a payment, be a deal based on the agreement at the time the payment was made?
So they must bring it to the attention of the transition committee. So on this date, we must make this payment because we cannot. So it will have fiscal impact. A benyan so on minor football. On minor football, so Ghana for to abasa yan financial man pedi mama na bansa.
Yes.
So begin to say, and na kakra aki. This room, unless a emergency payment. Say obi, now we are aware say there's no budget has been read for 2025. And moment here was for the first 3 months of next year up to March. No, abano e wa kwenya say Tiketue bi na de ade ese oye no obetumi aye o mama ne 3 months appropriation we bi so to woni msade
yes
so wo hwe sade no mpo a it is only statutory payments eye statutory eno no eye o secretary di ma ban te se bia e ka ye de no ehun si hu a esi etia ana de no debt service ana so mpo no my for kechi I no need statutory ye ma kwan se aban no be ye discretionary payments within that period so what must say ni sense ni say omo achisi be sam brand nim say e wo se wo ma aban fofo no kwan ma ne hwe aban no nwumem na o prioritize sika e wo so tia e de so twentwen so na wo se wo kotia especially when the money is of a certain quantum it creates a problem for the incoming government obo so le ba na say obi de that e bi gina wo tiri so say wo de neka me was na wo hu bebi asa ka ne free nti ye no e ka say in the spirit of that letter Mr. Safma Extra no 2016 no that letter is about we no they should make only statutory payments I no sikada ho and no Emrama ho kwan say omonye me no kase and na if you met say even Ministry of Interior omo ye recruitment of about 12,000 people into various security agencies. Meanwhile, Parliament approval on budget estimates on work program for last year. No, those were not the numbers that they approved. Yet they've made recruitments of up to 12,000. It far exceeds the numbers approval by Parliament. So even on the face of it, it's here the Parliament that has some money. So there's some irregularity or illegality going on there. The way to avoid this is to open up the books to the transition
team.
Let us all assess the situation and make a justification. Send the workers say, there's a time-bound contract.
Yes.
If that is the case, there is agreement on both sides. Okay, because of the peculiar situation. In Sienye, remember say I to be say because it is impact on your place. Everybody will understand an emergency situation. Otherwise, it will affect electricity generation. Yes. Everybody will understand, but you must draw the attention of the transition team. It means when a fair and justified request. What's a binding tea? Not on the internet. The reason and no in your by and say, Ochina, yes, yeah, that matter will be up for discussion. And number 2, a committee will be set up to look into the issues so that a decision is taken on the way forward. That is what we were told yesterday. But the moment you between Sabra and Beppem and San NPL Cosmo, you bet 2 of so Munda because with him, yes, I did, and never knew the busy. Tabine the bar. Our whole clients for customers, as I do, it's Yammer and the idea of the social. Especially when you are recruiting people, you've not gone through the process, you've not even had applications from them. When you're interviewing, saying medical, clearly a regular recruitment. It's abandoned me. I say, Nipa for me, and I'm going to say, some council, and now, we are now had Nipa for woman. And I'm penny for this age, one or so, and rather sure myself. If it is in your own interest that you halt the processes and achieve consensus, saying you better just okay, and son or my said a bear, say, a binary son, or how they are a match, not Nipa war forms, one for how much woman. Do no fault of this.
And the Okasano menya copy of the letter or Safoma for Chokoma Julius Deborah.
Exactly.
And he also, dear Mr. Deborah, decision of the co-chairs of the presidential transition team to suspend the recruitment of the government statistician, senior staff of the Economic and Organized Crimes Office, and senior staff of other MDAs. Also, I write to confirm our agreement reached on the above subject matter per our telephone conversation of December 17th, 2016, which took place within the hour of that 17.00 GMT as follows. 1. The current rush to recruit personnel at various MDAs appears improper and must be discontinued. 2. It is agreed that positions such as the government statistician and senior staff personnel of IOCO are highly critical and must only be carried out with the explicit consent of the transition team of the president-elect. 3. It is mutually agreed that the recruitment of the government statistician and senior staff of IOCO and other MDA shall therefore be suspended by the government. Considering the short duration of the transition period, we trust that any emergencies that may arise regarding the need for recruitment shall be considered on a case-by-case basis and with the explicit consent of the transition team of the president-elect. Counting on your cooperation, yours sincerely, Engineer Yawasafuma, for the time, now a rep of the president-elect and co-chair of the 2016 transition team. This is the letter you refer to. But the counter-argument has been, Felix said, even though election Akoswam Yeyi new president, there is still a government in place. That government has got work to do from now till January 7th. The other thing in Sonny says, I wish entity the Bank of Ghana. The Bank of Ghana issue appointment letter will be in there. The point they say share recruitment process now say some 6 months ago. It is an appointment letter na bar. You cannot fault the Bank of Ghana.
The first point is that explanation I'm making now, and I'm so for letter.
Yes.
And I say, and then the first time I buy Ghana, and I have to buy forever. So what informed the principal? That time. And then why are they unwilling to abide by the very principle in 2016? James of for Kano, it made a lot of sense. I know, say, I buy a continuum. But say, we man now could do pempens, we be for bar. It makes sense. Well, I let be behind your training room, fat massive. The reason why I said this in Pediasa, won't call a crown for the PBA, so my opinion, and say, you expect leaders to exercise sound judgment. If in the year or why, you must know that when you're so, because you see, most of the things they are doing now, the financial implications will come into play when government has changed.
Yeah.
And so, one for no coin. Not or sure, mine is a and then they should decide what the priorities are. The same thing that Mr. Safmafo was demanding in 2016. Number two, this debate about master procurement process. So why the rush? And then I'm not 3 weeks to the friend saying a change in government and I'm more yes and and again, why is it not even following due process? It's not GRA make a change. That must say why are they unwilling to follow due process? And why are they not discussing it with the incoming government and offering the justification? In you 20 years from yes, and I don't move on to that. All the issues have to be assessed on a case by case basis. It will be said, yeah, we are bound by a contract. Yeah, there are legal implications for us. Let us assess it.
Yeah.
And agree. Say, okay, it must be done because of A, B, C, D reason. But we know, yeah, set transition, we have it. One my young and so we know the Alabama say, you need to be a what's any cool women, and no money and see my swati. And Kayente.
Oh, okay.
So what should have happened is that, and now I quite there are some activities what's here because of A, B, C, D. And these are the facts surrounding it. These are the justifications. Study it and let us have your response. So where we need clarification, say we can't mono. We be not their mind. But one country and saying, say Obi Metia and also meanwhile, we are supposed to run the country from January within 3 weeks or a month. I don't think that it is fair. I don't think it is right. So I must say, if you look, I say, look, halt it. Say go for Nipa and then near say Panochina. Many years is near Cassia. Say a year, the beer, a year put to prove. And I can share some number and an emergency. Everybody will understand. But even then, no crime, you must discuss it so that we know where we stand. Because here about them, there is a reason why I'm on my hand over those, and then we'll be making almost the hand over those baby brain. I will go to a young woman. There's a reason why you do that. What does you baby your minor ejina? Send a baby a bar, Bemwa, you be who can ever so I am Yama. That's the only reason why you do all this transition thing. We must know everything that is happening. And it's not the BSC. Now we have the Suma say, now your bar, Bemwa, and Sandy Ababi. It is not fair. It is not right. And now, the Anyamaka, I think that should be an idea room because it appears that some people don't know how to use discretion. You're more to me. Juma. Now we know it is obvious say if that MPB full soldiers be a man to me and show more pen can be on my son. That is the only advice you can do for this. But depending on MPB no cry, it deserves a job, but it must be done on a regular basis. That must say I will see a yellow pioneer seneso. Because send a medical canon. Oh yes, I will have a man saying about one cry. Because and then that is when you Juma. Or tonight, don't come no one far, one person in that appears so coffee. What have you done to the person?
True, it's true. It's true. Felix, and then meetings na air to us, so and then almost say on my briefing on these recruitments, right? And okay.
Yes, my card was said they will give a brief and then a committee will be set up to look into all these and then payments are
okay.
Because it will surprise you to know say there are other players in the various sectors who are also complaining about who money is being paid to. Almost to say there will be the and even that is not healthy. You must bring everything to the table. Let us do an assessment and make a justification, a case for each person as to why this person should be paid and as any here with. Then we take a collective decision with them binds everybody. It cannot that be a man to train because we would have reached common ground.
Your friend Samuel Brian Boabin, I'll say Obi, can Felix tell us when Mr. Joseph Whittal and Daniel Yaudomelevo were appointed? Or say everything he's saying is hypocritical. Samuel Brian Boabin. They have been thrown out of government.
say Omudi Sampanka, they will not be thrown out of government. Number 2, the letter you read, that was after my protest, and I'm a boy.
Absolutely.
So, Brian, no, or yeah, so about for your saint, and yet they raised a protest. So, what was the protest about? When in sometime in December 2016, okay, I said there were some 8,000 nurses here. Now, what's your power? The protest had begun long before the election. After they halted it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They suspended it. And it took several months. In fact, they even passed it off as their first recruitment. So, okay,
I remember.
So, what is Samuel Bryan talking about? Is it political propaganda? 1.2 baby. You need to make Google about 1.6 million votes. Almost the film. Then, for 7 pages, almost who minimum cost, and they've taught them that.
Felix, my nasi, we wish you well. Nyame ya domo a ye besen di nkomo bio. Why? Medase pa, nyame sure. Okay. Enti Felix Kwakye Ofosu MP elect Abra Asebu Kwaman Kese in the